We're live from Chevy Chase.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's time for some Wednesday wisdom, and today we are focusing on nursing home abuse.
Today's Wednesday wisdom was sponsored by Peterson Law Office.
Attorney Justin Peterson is back with us to share what you need to know about nursing home abuse, how to spot the signs, protect your loved ones, and take action. Welcome back to the show.
Well, hello again.
Hey, yes.
Happy fall.
Yes.
Good to see you all.
Snuck
up on us.
Congrats on the new baby that's coming.
Yes.
I hear it's going to be
January.
another boy.
Chaos. Yeah, 4 boys. My wife is ready to leave right now. Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely
get some
outnumbered.
estrogen in that family.
Yes.
Well, I have a pretty big office, and there's a lot of estrogen in that office, and they remind me every day.
Yeah. Good. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank
So
you.
we're talking about a very serious topic today, nursing home abuse. We hate to think that that happens when we put someone in the care of someone else, but it does happen.
For sure.
What is the #1 sign that we need to recognize and immediately take action if we see happening?
#1 sign is pain, if they know what's going on. I mean, it's really difficult for families who are in the situation to, one, place their loved one in a nursing home. That's a real tough spot that families are in. And so they start researching and they start looking. And so one of the things I tell people is go to, CMS website, Cabinet Center for Medicare Services, and start looking at the different rankings of these facilities, because you can see who's understaffed, what kind of stars do we have. Start researching them. You can call us, because people don't really call us with good experiences, and there are a lot of good experiences in nursing homes too. So I don't want people to be afraid. They call me when something bad happens, but I would say pain is a big indicator. And then one of the things I'm looking at when I get a call about a nursing home neglect or abuse case is the family there. How often have you been there for your family member? Are you around? Do you see what's going on? And then one of those indicators is definitely going to be pain. Also, if someone's not eating, or you see weight loss or some type of dehydration, that's a big sign as well.
Okay. So if you see these signs, what is the first thing you should do?
Well, #1, you report it to the state. If you suspect adult abuse or neglect, then you need to report it to the state. Usually the nursing home will have an ombudsman or somebody in charge, director of nursing or the administrator. Go to all of them first and start that investigative process. Then call us after that, and we're going to help in that investigative process.
Okay, fantastic.
Yep.
I hear you just recently got a huge verdict.
We did,
for one of your clients. Tell us about that.
Yeah, really sad situation. It was a medical malpractice case in Central Kentucky. The medical providers had denied that they were negligent, or denied that they were responsible for the condition. Not only did they deny that they were responsible, they denied that they caused this lady any harm, and the jury disagreed and awarded her $8.4 million in a recent verdict. And so they disagreed with the medical providers' defenses. A lot of experts called in that case. I think almost 12 experts were listed, and very complicated case involving OBGYN, pathology, oncology, very complicated case, and my team did an amazing job. Maston Childers, Sarah Cooley, Adam Havens, Jennifer Warren. We had a great team that really worked hard together, and we got our client the results she deserved.
I imagine half the battle is, understanding whether or not you think you're right.
Sure.
And so you question yourself, you question, but they should always just take precaution and call you first and get some
absolutely.
Get some guidance.
You got to call a qualified attorney, whether it's me or someone else who does this work. Let us investigate it. Let us see what's going on. It's free consultation. Everything we do to our clients is free to them. We only get paid, and the people in our industry only get paid if there's a result that's later obtained. So absolutely, there's no cost in doing that.
Right. Is it hard to prove these types of cases?
Oh, medical cases, absolutely. And the defense attorneys that defend these medical providers, they're amazing attorneys. They're very competent in how they defend. Medicine is complicated, and we're taking that to a jury of 12 people who probably don't know a lot about medicine. So it sounds very complicated. It can be very complicated, and part of our job is to uncomplicate that to make sure they understand the issues in that case.
Yeah. Well, and in addition to nursing homes, you do so many types of things. Talk about some of your other services.
We do all types of personal injury cases, from car wrecks to premises liability, product liability. Obviously, there's a lot of car wrecks every day, and rainy days like this, we'll get a lot of calls. And I hate that happens to people, but it does. And when you're in these unforeseen circumstances, you're going to be scared, you're going to be worried about those things, and that's a big part of our job, is trying to take that stress off you.
Yeah. Well, it's so great to know that you are there for people. They just have to call, visit your website. You've got 24 chat going on all the time. Thank you so much for being here and sharing our Wednesday wisdom with us. And we have all of the information for the Justin Peterson Law Office up on the screen.